do that is that we want to continue with the tributes to the late Amazulu King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu. I'm joined by Inkosi Sipho Mahlangu, who is the chairperson of the National House of Traditional Leaders, for his reflections. Inkosi Mahlangu, thank you for joining me, sir. It's a difficult day in South Africa, especially for the institution of traditional leadership, which forms part and parcel of our constitutional setup. Just your reflections on the passing of Isilo Samabandla, King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu.
We are deeply saddened with the passing of His Majesty. I think he follows on the steps of three other kings that have passed on within the space of 8 months. So we are shocked as a sector that it has never happened in history where kings of big nations have passed on within a period that is so close to each other. So the king leaves us with a very deep vacuum that we're not even sure how we are going to feel, because we are still trying to grapple with the passing of other
of
those other kings. So as a sector, we are saying heartfelt condolences to the Zulu nation and to the whole institution of kingship and the royal family of Ngwenyama uZwelithini.
Inkosi Mahlangu, we keep talking about what the king meant to his subjects and South Africans in general, but I'm just wondering, within the community of traditional leaders serving specific interests of preserving the institution of traditional leadership and a sense of identity and culture and the heritage of many South Africans. Within that context, what did His Majesty mean to you as the other kings when you would be interacting?
The Zulu nation, he was who they are as a people, because he was firstly the custodian of their culture. He was their father. He was their spiritual leader as a nation. And he was also a person that the nation, or those that were very close to where he lived, where they could take refuge, for any other challenge that the community may have. Because in most cases, in rural areas, the first person that a community would go to whenever there are problems, it would be either their king or their traditional leader, and go and seek wisdom or seek an audience with the king to be able to get guidance on how they could face the situation. Even now, we know that students are supposed to be going back to school, and a lot of traditional leaders' homes are packed with students that and parents that are going to their kings or to their traditional leaders, trying to see if they can't help them. So they have to deal with all the situations that are facing their own communities. Even widows, when they feel that they have to cry, in most cases, they'll think of going to a traditional leader. So he means a lot to his nation. So his passing, I'm sure it has affected so many people that depended on him within KwaNongoma and areas that fall under his leadership.
All right, we've got to thank you for your time this afternoon. That is Inkosi Sipho Mahlangu of the National House of Traditional Leaders there, reflecting on the late King Goodwill Zwelithini kaBhekuzulu. Let's continue.